Okay. Hilchos Teffilin. Hilchos Teffilin, Halacha. By the way, we moved over there. Why? Because the smell is still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
By the way, you know that there's no chisaron with this reach. It's not a. I mean, it's not so strong. It's not so overpowering to the point that, and specifically for learning, it's not considered sirocha. You know, it's not a. There's the same Maisa with Eliyahu Hanavi that went with, I think, Rabbi Yossi ben Kisma, I'm not sure, that they went together and they walked amongst places where there were nevelas, and Rabbi Yossi said, "Whoa, I can't take it, you know, it stinks." Eliyahu Hanavi was standing there, talking to the devoter, wasn't bothered by it. You know, it's nothing. But then they went and they stood amongst, you know, these people wearing fineries, and Eliyahu Hanavi says, "Oof, it stinks here," from the various of the people. So Eliyahu Hanavi couldn't talk there. But next to, you know, there's a little smell there. That's not a.
The door's open. That's why. That's not bad.
No problem. I don't argue today. I not argue tomorrow. Maybe
The
something
backdrop's
else.
the same.
Right. All right. We are holding the Ilchos Halacha Zayin. We're talking by Siman Zayin. ועל כן אי אפשר לדבר ולא יודע ולהגדיל שם השם. It is not possible to announce and to know and to become aware, you know, of the name of Hashem, Kimal de Tzadik HaEmes. The only way you can do it is through the Tzadik HaEmes, כי Tzadik HaEmes הוא בחינת צדיק יסוד העולם. The Tzadik HaEmes, his essence is that he is a Tzadik יסוד העולם. שעיקר גדולו שדה שמיר הסברס בתכלס הקדושה שאין קדושה אחריה. The main sanctity of the tzaddik is through the kedusha of the covenant. In kedusha, that there's no kedusha behind it. Now there's no kedusha above that. Kmo shekosov b'Zohar HaKodesh, as it is said in Zohar HaKodesh, tzaddik hu man denot ibris. Tzaddik is somebody who guards ibris. Umisham mibchinas bris yitzim kol haderes, and from the essence of the bris, this is where all the generation come from. אבל זה לעומת זה עשה אלוקים. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu has created the two aspects, one against the other. כי הסטרה האחרה והקליפה, שנמשך מזוהמת הנחש, the סטרה האחרה and the husks that comes from the filth of the snake, מסגבר Daika Sham Daika B'Yosef. This is the main. It is very, very few that are actually zercher to be mekadosh the bris properly. Even people that are kosher yidden, they're not, they're not acquiring this kind of kedusha properly. But nevertheless. You know, any which way, okay, but says very, very few, actually zerche to the sanctity of the covenant properly. It says, but Chodshik Asher is somebody who doesn't blemish, doesn't damage, total damages. But in Leider, it is very, very common. It's very common that people do damage very much. As it is known in these generations. And this is the source for all the mix-up in the world. People don't know where the tzaddik HaEmes is. It needs to be understood that two things that need to be said about this particular code. One of them we explained a few times, but it's a good opportunity to repeat this, that we receive the chayos and the awareness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and of the tzaddik and everything from the Madrega which is above us. Every Madrega gives to the Madrega underneath it. Where the Madrega from above is considered the Mashpia, and the Madrega underneath, below, is the Makabel. Is the one that accepts. The Madrega, which is the Mashpia, is Bchinas Zocho. It's the male, and the Madrega, which is the Makabel, is the Bchinas Nekeva, is the Bchinas Nuk. Now, the connection between the Mashpia and the Makabel always has to go through the Bechina of Yesod. All the bounty and the Shefa and whatever it is, the Moichin that comes from above, is collected and being put into the Malchus, which is the Makabel, which is the Nukva, through the conduit and of the Yesod. Now, the way that these things work is that the way that your own Yesod is, I mean, the Yesod that is being mashpia to you has on it Bchinas Orla. It has like a foreskin on it.
Say that again?
The Yesod is mashpia in you. In order for you to receive it properly, you have to remove the Orla. Like when you plant a tree, you have to wait 3 years before you can consume the fruits. You know, the fourth year is Neta Avai, and when when a baby is born, you have to do a bris. So, and the reason why the person has to do a bris to remove the orla, in order to be able to be mamshich neshamas kedoshes to the world, to be holy neshamas to the world. Now, the thing is that when a person gets the shefa from above, the sechel from above, or in our case over here in this halacha, when he gets the eyesight from above to see where he is in the world and which way he should go and who is the tzaddik that she is writing scarf to him, he's also getting it through the bchina of Yesod, and you have to remove the orla from that Yesod so that when you receive the information, you receive it in the right way. You get the right kind of. The way to remove the orla from the Yesod of Mashpia to you is Yesod HaKarbonos. It's the way that you keep your own bris. The more you are mekadesh your own bris, the more you remove the orla from the Yesod of Mashpia to you, and it enables, because it's particularly the Yesod of Abba Ve'ima. It goes all the way up. This is what the sort of the Karbonos. Also, you do it over here, and it's Mashpia over there, because it's all one thing.
That's also parallel with the Dinyan, so the Orla, removing the Orla.
Vadan, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly the removal of the Orla removes the Dimyonis. It's exactly what it does. In other words, when a person is called Mekdusha Sabris, that means that he is Miyushav, he has a presence of mind, he has an equilibrium, he reaches a mental equilibrium, what is right and what is wrong, and he's able to receive the divine message in a clear, unadulterated, and pure way. This is so Mimela, everything is still like Dushas Sabris. But as the Rosen says, that's the first thing that we need to understand. But the second thing that we're saying over here is that Afilu Aksherim are not Zechan this Kedusha properly. And it's very, very common for people to falter on this Inyan. It's very common. And you have to understand, it's very tempting when you're young. Not necessarily just young in years, but young in Avodas Hashem, that you tend to look at things as black or white. You know, that either I'm like, you know, I'm totally 100% beseder, or, and if I fall, I'm like, I totally lost it. You know, it's like, that's it, whatever it is, and I totally lost it. I totally don't have it. You know, the main milchama, the main war in this inyan, the main inyan is that when a person falls down, when a person falters, is to keep his equilibrium. You know? Rabbeinu says, the main thing is לסמוך על כוחו הגדול. To rely on the Rebbe's great koach. You have to understand that the Tikkun HaKloli, the main reason why Tikkun HaKloli works is because of the tzaddik. Within the Tikkun HaKloli is Rabbeinu. Because Rabbeinu says any 10 kapitlach is Tikkun to Gamam Beis. So how come, you know, beside those specific 10 kapitlach are the best Tikkun, but Rabbeinu says, you know, that any 10 kapitlach is Tikkun to Tikkun Beis. So how come, you know, that tzaddikim came before did not... Rabbeinu is there. Rabbeinu is there. So first of all, you have to understand and you have to know that wherever it is that you're operating, wherever it is that you are doing your Yiddishkeit thing, so to speak, you're doing it with Rabbeinu. Rabbeinu is there. As Rabbi Natan said in the letters, more than all the Torahs that he revealed, more than all the tikkunim that he was masakin, including Tikkun HaKloli, is Mashi Ziranu Lismoch Al Kocho HaGadol, that he warned us to rely on his great strength. Which means you're not alone.
So you can just dive and come closer to the Rabbeinu, come closer to the Rabbeinu.
You're coming close to Rabbeinu, you're close to the Kodesh Baruch Hu. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. The tzaddik is the Gilui Shechina. Look at the 7 Shiva Amudim of Rabbi Yitzchak Breiter. And he says all the thing what the tzaddik is. You know, the tzaddik is a Gilui Shechina. We spoke about it many. The revelation of Kodesh Baruch Hu in the world is the tzaddik. When you to do it in a place, it's a Beis HaMikdash. When you're talking about the time of the year, this is Yom Kippur. You're talking about, you know, a person, it's a tzaddik. And the Talmidim of Rav Shimon Bar Yochai, when they walked after Rav Shimon, they said, now we're being Mekayim, Achrei Hashem Elokecha Talech. We're walking after Hashem Elokecha. They're going after the tzaddik. You're never alone. The point is that even if you find yourself that you fell, and then the Yitzhar comes in with, you know, with a knife that he put in the fire until the knife becomes red hot, you know, and then straight in your stomach. What did you do? What did you do? And you don't have what to answer because you did it, you know? And you feel like you're choking, like what can you do? So you're saying, yeah, okay, you know, I'll go to the mikveh, I'll say Tikkun HaKloli, and there's Rabbeinu, and he snickers. Like, you know? But he can snicker until the cows come home. It's okay. It's a psychological
You're going to
move.
believe the Yitzhar or the Tzaddik.
As Groucho Marx used to say, who are you going to believe, me or your own lying eyes? I mean, it's. אנחנו באמצע הקלטה של שיעור,
אנחנו אמורים לעבוד פה ברעש וכלים.
אז אנחנו נצא. רק, רגע, עכשיו כבר?
אנחנו נביא כלים מהכנסת.
Okay. So, the main thing is to hang on. The koyach of the tzaddik, to hang on. You can come to the table to learn Torah, or come davening in the morning, and you are contaminated, pashut. You're filthy. You're filthy. Nobody else knows about it. You deleted the history on the computer, whatever it is. It's nobody knows anything. But you know. And you're broken to pieces. And the point is, it's okay, you're beginning already. The point is, hold on. Hold on. You don't understand anything. Who knows? Maybe you had to feel it. Sometimes they push a person mishamayim. You don't know. Why it happened, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. What do you mean? I know I did something wrong. We did something wrong. Kadosh Baruch Hu wants to show you with this thing that don't think that you're already scot-free. You got it made. You don't. But don't be a maven yourself. You don't understand why it happened, how it happened, whatever it is. Baruch Hashem, the tzaddik is here. The main thing that is nagir, that it depends on, is the tzaddik. Amechubar letahor, tahor. Whoever is connected to Torah is Torah itself. You're connected to the tzaddik, you're Torah. So what? There are things that you need to do. You need to go to the mikveh, you need to say tikkun haklali, you need to do whatever you need to do. But by the tzaddik, there's no gewalt. There's no, I can't believe it. There's no gewalt. Baruch Hashem, there's no gewalt. Once the tzaddik is in the world, the tikkunim tzaddik in the world, the tzaddik told you, you should. Okay. I'm sorry that, the tzaddik tells you, listen, this is, you can rely on my koyach, you rely on his koyach. Man his koyach, Pashat. Reb Nosson says, we said it yesterday, in Ilchos, in Likutei Teffilin, I think Tefillah Lamed Gimel, and he says, and be mezakem to come at all times to the tzion of the tzaddik and to pour my heart before him and tell him everything that's going on me and ask him to help me, whatever it is. You can do it from here. You don't have to go b'dafka there. Over there, the Indian is a bigger Indian, of course. Like you can see, Beis Hamikdash, there's Aliyah Rega. What, you can't stand in Metula and during Yom Tov. He says, Yerushalayim is a different Indian. To go to the Kever the Tzaddik, it's a different Indian. But nevertheless, let's say that there were 5 million people going to Uman, okay? And you couldn't get close to the Tzion. Like 5 miles is the closest, the 10 miles, the closest you can get to the Tzion. What do? So you stand there, it's like you can't do the Tzion. That's the pshat, you can't do the Tzion. So you're over here, so 1 billion people came to the tzaddik, and you're holding at the end. You're by the tzin. That's Oto Davar. Rabbi Yitzchak used to say, I don't
line
understand.
of planes in the air.
What?
A line of planes in the air.
Yes, Rabbi Yitzchak used to say, I don't understand why people come to the Kosel, don't ask for Rabbeinu to bring it to Uman. He says, the Rabbeinu never moves from the Kosel. He's there all the time. Even the Pchinas Mocha. The koyach of the tzaddik, the koyach of the tzaddik, the koyach of the tzaddik. Know what? You need to do what you need to do. You fell down, so get up again. Beseder. In fact, that's the main milchama. That's the main war.
Maybe Rabbeinu told us nothing in the dream.
Yeah.
Stand up, go back up.
To get up again, not to get rattled. Emunah means not getting rattled. And it's usually right after that the person falls in a certain gum, then he becomes, it's like a broken border, like the fence is broken, and then the machshavas can come in, and the influence of the SR can be so overpowering that you can think that there's no way that you can withstand it. There must have given us an eitzah before in Halacha above. Think a different machshava, a different thought, because the gate of machshavas is like it's one machshava at a time. Just replace it with a different machshava, and that's it. Yeah, but it's like I got it. You don't got it. It's okay. Just think of the machshava. Imagine you're Michael Jordan. All right, shoot baskets from the end of the court. Whatever you want, just not that. Whatever. Kalachol, if you can think about it, I think a machshava is a great thing. And this Indian needs to be repeated 1,000 times in one. The main thing in Avodas Hashem is akshonas. Nobody says it, not to listen and not to give up no matter what. Rabbeinu Mazin, Likutei, he warns, says, remember, you'll need this. You'll need to have this to know this Indian that you have to have an action. A person has to be an action God of Avodas Hashem. You have to be tremendously stubborn. So Moshe Rabbeinu says, what do I mean stubborn? Stubborn means without any sechel. What do you? I don't care. You're like an action. This is when the whole thing will fall. I don't care. Let the whole thing burn. I don't care. That's it. Action is somebody that there's no rhyme or reason. That's it. That's the way a person should be in Avodas Hashem. You fell? No. So now get up. You did an Aveira. Now you have a mitzvah of tshuva. That Hashem will continue this tomorrow due to unforeseen circumstances.